seconds. Let's go. Oh, let's try it again. Let's go. Good afternoon. Good morning. Whatever time of day it is. Hello to you. How are you? So today I thought I was just going to do some work on Knowledgeable Mind, but then I remembered that I've got a very special guest for you guys this afternoon. Joining me in a few moments is Martin. Martin has his own YouTube channel. It's called Affiliate Marketing Ninjas. And you'll find a link to it in the description. Go check him out. But also, Martin has a day job where he is an affiliate manager. He's looking after affiliates for companies. So I thought it'd be interesting to chat to him, find out what it's like being on the other side of the fence. Is that the right phrase? I don't know. And hopefully we'll get some little bits of knowledge and tips and all that kind of stuff from Martin. Cool. Excuse me, I just gulped my tea. Rapido. Probably too quick. Okay. Good evening to you, Andrew, in Sydney. Rainy Sydney. Well, it's rainy Estepona here in Spain as well. It's been raining all week. Continues to rain. Today, though, the sky is particularly orangey grey, which is slightly different to yesterday. Still very wet. But hey. And I believe it's lovely sunshine in the UK. How they gloat at us, but hey. I know it's going to be sunny soon, probably in a week or so, and then that'll be it with the rain till winter. So we'll have the rain now just so that we can replenish the reservoirs here in Spain, and we've got some water then for the summer. But anyway, hello to Andrew. Bill's here as well. Bill is, of course, a eagler. James is here. Jim's here. Kyle's here. Kitty Tone, I don't know. Hello, Mark is here. Mint, Mint, haven't seen you for ages. How are you? Phil's here and Sue, they'll be here. Keeping an eye on you. Tosh, good to see you as well. But I think it's time that we brought on our guest. He's sitting patiently in the green room. Let's see if we can. Yeah, all right, Phil. Thank you. Lovely in York, blue skies. Yeah, well, you enjoy it while you can. You know it's not going to last. Anyway, I got distracted by your comments on the weather. Let's bring Martin in. Applause. There we go. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming and joining me.
My pleasure. Thanks
for
having me.
No worries. Why don't you do a little introduction to those people out there that may not know who you are?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Martin. As Alex said, I've got WP Ninjas channel, but I'm also an affiliate manager for More Niche, which is a health and fitness supplement network. We do the affiliate managing on them, site reviews, recruitment, all of that good stuff. But then I also do my own affiliate things in the background mostly through Amazon and Share a Sale. So yeah, both basically being on, like you say, both sides of the fence, being an affiliate and an affiliate manager.
Well, that's cool. So you're good at doing site reviews. So well, maybe we could have a look at some sites. Possibly, if anyone's got a site they'd like us to look at, we could possibly have a little look at it and see what we think. Okay, well, that's really interesting. So you're an affiliate manager first, I guess, before you're an affiliate. Is that right?
No, I was actually was I? No, I was an affiliate first. It's been that long, I can't remember. I started off as basically a customer support agent for a specific product. I then my brother started the affiliate program More Niche back in '98. Started doing affiliate marketing a little bit after that, and then basically progressed into being an affiliate manager as he was looking for a role. And then, yeah, just been there ever since 2010.
2010? Wow, that's like 12 years. That's quite a long time for a job nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
You're obviously doing something right and enjoying it, which is good. So, what is your day-to-day life like as an affiliate manager? Are you just like bombarded continuously by affiliates asking questions like, I don't know, where's my payout or something, or my links aren't tracking properly, that kind of thing? I don't know.
Yeah, so we typically I'll start the day answering emails that I've got. And doing the live chat, so answering any tickets that have come through the website. Around pay period, they do tend to be, where's my payout? When will I get my payout? Those kind of things. Where do I get my tracking links? So yeah, I'll get through the actual emails, the support questions, and then move on to actually going through affiliate stats, seeing sales have gone up or down. Any of those that have gone down, dramatically, I'll go through the website, see if there's any reason for that, send some suggestions, and then I'll just go throughout the day, going through different affiliate sites and sending a site review, whether that's text or through a video. And then we'll do some affiliate recruiting as well, looking for new affiliates to join the network.
Oh, sounds quite interesting. So, just quickly, going back to the chat, guys in the chat, if you've got any questions for Martin or myself or anyone really, then you put them in the chat and we'll do our best to answer them. Phil is currently in a house full of COVID. Have you now got it, Phil? Because I know you were testing negative the last few days. I guess it gets you eventually. I thought we'd done with COVID. I thought we'd finished with COVID and we'd moved on to World War III. But apparently not. We're doing both at the same time, which is fun. So, Martin, so say you get a brand new affiliate recruit. They've just signed up, keen to promote your products, and they turn to you and say, Martin, what do I need to do? What do you say to them?
Well, what I should be saying is go to YouTube and check out WP Eagle.
Probably not.
But yeah, I tend to see if they've already actually started promoting any products. So if they've already got a website, then I'll go through the website and give some suggestions where the products could actually go and be positioned, and also content that they could produce to obviously push the products. If they don't have a website already, then we tend to send them to some kind of training that we've got to basically help them build a website, which is kind of training in progress, but it's slowly being built up. And yeah, so it just depends on what level that affiliate is, really. Okay.
So yeah, it really depends where they're at. Hello, Tony. Simplify Gardening has dropped in. Hopefully those fires are under control. I don't know if you saw he dropped in on Tuesday live from the fire station after he'd been dealing with some wildfires up in Wales. So I hope all is well. So in terms of what are your recommendations for people when they're setting up a website? I guess you're recommending WordPress, are you?
Yeah, definitely WordPress. Makes sense since 95% of the internet is WordPress. So yeah, definitely WordPress. Theme-wise, it's typically
Popcorn.
Previously it was GeneratePress.
Okay.
But having moved all of my sites to Popcorn, it would probably be Popcorn now that I recommend affiliates to.
You hear that, Phil? That'll cheer him up. He's feeling underway. He's got the COVID. Oh dear. Hope you're not feeling too bad.
I've managed
to stay in bed. So. Maybe. I think you're still soldiering on.
Yeah. So I think it's very similar to what you guys recommend in terms of the typical tool set of Popcorn, Canva, those kind of things, and just writing content and good quality content.
This kind of leads me on to a couple of questions from the crowd. But before we do that, I noticed that we only have 8 likes. And we need a few more. I'm going to do a giveaway later for some merch. Want a bit of this? We need a few more likes. Press that button right now. I know there's 28 of you now, so it's going to be tricky to get to 88. But, we can build it up over the next 40 minutes or whatever. Who knows? I might even reduce it a little bit. I just like to do the Back to the Future sound effect. Anyway, question from Mersic. I'm not quite sure which Google update he's talking about, but maybe you'll know. What do you think about the new affiliate Google search update where we need more options to have on our site? You know what that is?
I presume it's more options in terms of where people can buy products from. So obviously, if you're sending,
oh yeah, I know, yeah, rather than just linking to Amazon all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest, I don't think like it's going to make a huge difference personally. I still just link to one place more often than not, which is Amazon. More than because you don't want to overcomplicate things, to be fair, and give them too many choices, because then they won't make any choice.
No, that's always the thing. Yeah, but with your products, generally they're only available from one retailer, are they not?
Yeah, so they are normally only available from us. We have integrated one of the products into Amazon and then kind of messed around with our tracking to track those Amazon sales, so that commission is obviously still better than Amazon. But yeah, the majority of our products, 99%, they are only available from the one website.
Yeah. So I don't know what Google's going to do in that situation. Maybe it will know that it's only available from one place. I don't know. I have got a plugin that's on my list of things to review, which does allow you to kind of link to Amazon products, so then it does pull up some alternative places to buy them from. So checking that out soon. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be an affiliate with those other retailers. I mean, it would be handy if you were, but you don't have to. Be interesting to test maybe on a couple of posts on a site to see what effect it has. Anyway, another question we've got from James. Have you noticed successful affiliate sites tend to share any similar characteristics?
Yeah, the majority of sites, it's quite tricky with the health and fitness niche because it's going through a bit of a transition, because all of the kind of like the buying terms, like best fat burner and best testosterone booster or whatnot, the search results are all dominated by high press release sites. So affiliates will basically pay £900 for an article to be pasted. But prior to that, the majority of the successful affiliates, it was all on expired domains. It was obviously a popular way of going. And just big authority sites with a lot of related content clustering, all of that stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, the expired domains, you could do it on a new domain, but you just wouldn't have that initial power and all of that authority behind you, which is pretty crucial with health and fitness.
Okay, so I mean, you should definitely check out Carl Broadbent's channel. He knows a bit about expired domains. He's got a whole case study. He recommends ODYS, I think, for that kind of thing. Talking about health and fitness, I mean, that was an update a while back from Google, the Medic update, I think it was called, where your money or your life, that's what I'm trying to think of, isn't it? Yeah. YMYL niches found it more difficult to get rank and get traffic from Google. What do your successful health affiliates do to overcome that? Are they getting citations from doctors or something? I mean, what are they doing?
I think it's a mixed bag, because we have some successful affiliates that do have citations from doctors. Whether they are or not, Google can't. I don't know how Google would tell what is credible or not. But a lot of them, I think with the YMYL, if you go in more into the medical terms, and if you say quoting NHS or people like that, then you're probably more in that YMYL situation. But if you're going more in it as even like a hobby side of it, so like just wanting to lose weight or actually build muscle as a gym goer, then I don't think it necessarily falls into that category. We did see some shifts when that update happened, but with every single Google update we ever see, the sales still relatively stay the same, but we just have different affiliates, the top ones compared to the previous before the update.
It just kind of shakes it up a bit.
Yeah.
Mint says, we only sell products where the commission is greater than 10%. What do you think is a fair commission for both parties?
Oh, it's a tricky
I
one.
guess it depends on
how
the
much you
product,
want to
really.
earn. Yeah, definitely. I mean, supplements that we focus on have always been high commissions. As a network, we own the majority of the products ourselves that we have on the network. But with external clients that we work with, as a network, we only earn a percentage when the affiliate makes a sale and earns a percentage. So we obviously want the affiliate percentage to be as high as possible, because then we obviously earn more as well. So I think it just depends on how much you're willing to promote an offer for. And the good thing to offset it with Amazon, because obviously Amazon's typically obviously quite low commissions, the cart value tends to be quite high, because people obviously order multiple items, as you know.
And the conversion rate is pretty high. People are happy to buy something from Amazon. They don't worry about it.
Yeah, definitely. So it kind of balances it out that way. So I think it just depends on the niche and the product and what you're promoting.
Yeah. Smog on the Time, good to see you, friend. Any tips for promoting software as a service products? Well, let me chime in on this one. I've promoted a number of software as a service products, and I find the best way to promote them is to literally show people them. So that could be a tutorial, just could be a demo. Get the product, the software, whatever it is, and do something cool with it. Show them what it can do. And if it's good software, it should sell itself. You got any thoughts on selling or promoting SaaS products?
Just same as what you suggested, really. I think the best way is using the products, and then you can actually give more of an insight on how they work. I think it's the same with anything that you promote, even physical products as well, is just try and, at least getting into it and trying some of the products, and then you've got better insight as to what people are having pain points with.
And if it's a good product, it should do most of the work for you on that. You just got to show people. On your channel, I know you've done some stuff with Jarvis and Jasper and things like that. I mean, what are your thoughts on the whole AI copywriting space?
I think it is going to be the way forward. I think at the moment I do tend to use Jasper as a word processor a lot of the time. So I kind of do a mix. I'll write some of it, and then I will use Jasper for, say, the introduction or the conclusion. I will often go and get some content that's already online and see how that looks with the rephrase tool and the content improver tool, and just kind of rephrase certain things in a different way. And even rephrase my own writing sometimes, because I do a lot of my affiliate marketing at night. So the writing tends to be a little bit poorer. So Jasper can improve on what I've written.
Yeah. When you're doing those articles after you've come back in from the pub or whatever, they need a little bit of improvement. Okay, Yellow Darko. Jim says that he has an ODYS site that he's been working on. It does seem to work. Basically using an expired domain. It's something I definitely want to try for my next project. Everyone keeps talking about it. He's already getting over 1,000 visits a month, which would be quite unusual on a fresh domain, I think. So there's definitely something to getting an expired domain. Prusian Prince, do you have any tips on researching and writing good quality content? Well, we've just touched on product stuff that basically just use the product, show people the product, showcase the product, give tutorials on the product. But what if it was more of an informational bit of content? What would be your tips on putting that together?
I would typically do the keyword research. So I use keywords everywhere. And then from one of your live streams, I purchased myself low fruits.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So I've been using that. And doing the keyword research, finding the topics, and then I'd literally just see what's ranking in Google for those keywords and kind of analyze what they're doing, because that's obviously working. So I would typically look at the subheadings, create my article structure based on those subheadings. I'll go to other sites and see what subheadings they've got that the other ones didn't, just to kind of make a full piece of content, and then just get writing it and, see what I can add that those don't, such as tables, videos, things like that.
Making it really rich. I mean, yeah, the key is, I think, getting the structure right to begin with, and you can do that with your keyword research. You can look at your competitors and other sites that are coming up. You can look at the questions that people ask on Google. They can, if they're all around a similar subject or a theme, you can then put them together, and then basically you've got your structure. Then you just need to go through and answer those headings, and the article should come together quite nicely. Jay asks thoughts on topical clusters.
Yeah, I think they work. It's definitely a good strategy to have, to show authority within a niche, and to kind of, just get that entire cluster of content around that topic. So I do that quite a lot with my own sites. I will find a pillar post, which is the the main post, and then I'll find content that features around that and create that, and then just do the internal linking. So yeah, I definitely think topical clusters are a good thing to focus on.
Okay. Now, I did a video yesterday on internal links. I used the plugin Link Whisper. How do you approach your internal linking?
To be honest, it's the same. I've got Link Whisperer, so I do tend to use that as much as possible, because I've got a bad habit of forgetting what content I've got already and what links to where. So it's always a little trickier going back to previous content. There's been cases where I've written the same article twice.
Because you forgot you'd already done it, yeah.
Exactly, which is a bit irritating. But yeah, using something like Link Whisperer, but doing it like you did in the video yesterday, where you're manually doing it rather than using their automatic linking version.
Yeah, that's a little bit scary.
Control.
I'm actually going to revisit Link Whisperer because I didn't. When you're editing a post, I realised there's a feature, isn't there, that it will say you could link to these other articles. And I also think that maybe sometimes you have to go in and rewrite some of your articles a little bit to include, talk about something else a little bit so that you can then include that link. So I'm going to revisit that and up my internal linking, because I was speaking to Mark and Adam from Niche Website Builders yesterday on the Niche Lifestyle Show, which is a stream that I do with them and Doug Cunnington. It's over on their channel if you want to watch the replay. And we were talking about what we used to do back in the early days, and Mark and Adam seemed to spend most of their time upon an evening just going through their sites and adding internal links, because they thought that was the easiest way to move the needle in terms of SEO on a website. So I think it's something that I've been lacking on quite a bit. I'm very good at getting a lot of content published, but the real trick, I think, is then linking all that content together so that Google has a good time crawling your site, and rather than having to just go through the main navigation, it's able to follow this natural flow of links. So I think, one of the easiest ways maybe to improve your traffic on a site is just to spend a bit of quality time doing it internal linking. Yeah,
definitely. I've seen affiliates where their traffic has even potentially doubled because of doing a bit of internal linking, because it just helps to pass that link juice through to topical relevant pages. Yeah,
it's definitely worth doing. Is there any other tools that you use all the time?
Tools, I use Canva every day, every minute of the day, it seems, at the moment. So Canva, I use WP Rocket for caching. I use Link Whisperer, Jasper.
You mentioned Low Fruits.
Low Fruits, yep. Keywords everywhere. I use Ahrefs quite a lot.
Wow, you've got a paid up subscription on that. It's an expensive one.
Yeah, luckily the perks of work.
Oh yeah, I've got a client account that I use as well. It's a very expensive tool, isn't it?
It is, yeah, definitely.
What do you use it for? For tracking your keywords, or for doing keyword research? What's your main thing with? To
be honest, mostly I use it to track my own keywords, just to see what's happening. I do use it, to analyze competitors as well, and just see, how easy it would be for a piece of content to rank against those that are already ranking and whatnot. So yeah, I use it for a little bit of both. But it is a very powerful tool, but it's, like you say, it's also very expensive. But yeah, that and Surfer SEO, I use that quite a lot, particularly at work, so I can analyze affiliate content to see how they can improve on it to bump their ranks up.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a couple of others like Miller Note, which I use as like almost like a Trello alternative. Those would be the main tools.
Okay. What's Trello?
Trello is just like a project management board kind of thing, so I can kind of just list to-do lists basically in a graphical way. But I'm terrible at to-do lists.
Fair enough. We've got some more things coming in. Robin asks, when internal linking, do you open in a new window or tab or not? Never.
No.
Only external links. So if you're linking off to another site, then definitely in a new tab because you don't really want the visitor to close your website. But internal, it becomes very messy very quickly if every link opens in a new tab. That's a nice easy one. Sue, Saviour of WP Eagle, asks, how many internal links per article would you be aiming for now?
It's tricky. I mean, I would not have a set number. I think it's just whatever is relevant.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got 5 articles that they could link to this one relevant article, then 5. If you've got 10, then 10. If you've got none, then none. But if you have got none, then create content that you can internally link to. So yeah, I don't think there's like a set number. A good gauge would be to see what other people are doing that are ranking at the top and see what internal links they've got and where from.
That makes sense. 24K Will, good to see you. Do you have a preferred ad network?
To be honest, coming from an affiliate manager side, I've always pushed affiliates to just go the affiliate route. It's only until recently and more, watching your guys' videos about ad networks and how they can push more ads, because I've been always of the mindset of that will just cause confusion and it will lower actual conversions of the affiliate products. So I'm slowly getting into the ad network side of things. So, things like Ezoic is one that I've signed up for. And obviously Mediavine is very popular.
Yeah. Ezoic's great if you're starting out. Ezoic, by the way, I've just launched a new product, Ezoic Basic, I think it's called, something like that, which is for people currently using AdSense. Allows you to get a bit more money from your AdSense ads, worth checking out. Okay, how are the likes doing? We've got 24 likes, 1 dislike. Appreciate that. I know who did that. I'm watching you. So we need a few more. I've reduced the target down to 48. So we just need a few more. There is currently 33 watching, so it might be a struggle, but hey, we'll see. Hey, Baz the Dev is here. Keep the questions coming in, by the way. They're really good questions. So do you remember when you first started getting into affiliate marketing, the very first commission you earned?
I do, yeah. It was for a male enhancement product.
Okay.
And it was $179 commission.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was only 2 weeks after I'd actually set up the site as well, which you obviously can't do nowadays, unfortunately.
That's pretty exciting.
So
yeah.
That was the first commission, and yeah.
And how do you remember how you promoted it?
It was pure SEO. So, I say SEO. It was article directories.
Okay.
I think it was from a eZine article that I published.
Oh, them good old days.
I think that was it.
Good. Is eZine still a thing?
I think it's still around. I don't know so much if it's a thing.
Still got my mouse mat. It's kind of faded a little bit. Look, I'm an eZine article expert author because I published so many articles on there. They sent me a mouse mat. Exciting
All I got
times.
was the button to put on the website. That's all I got.
Yeah, for those of you that don't remember, back in the day, SEO was as simple as you'd write an article on your site, then you would write similar articles and publish those to article directories like eZine, and then obviously include a link back to your site from those directories, and it would work pretty well. But now there was another Google update and it killed that overnight, didn't it?
Yep.
They got onto us. Kyle, good to see you. When should I start seeing visitors on my site while posting quality content every day? That's a big question.
Yeah.
How long's a piece of string?
Yeah, pretty much.
It really depends on your niche, on your domain name. How long have you been doing it, and are you seeing any visitors? I would expect to start seeing a trickle after 3 months. Start to see something happening. Be interesting to know where you're at with that, Carl. But sometimes it just doesn't work, and when it doesn't, you need to dig in a bit deeper. I know Carl had a problem with one of his sites because the domain had got some shady history, which he hadn't realised. I think he registered it as a fresh domain, but it had been registered previously and had some dodgy porno links or something on it. So that was having a negative effect. So if it's not moving at all after 3 months and you have been posting lots of good content, well-researched content around some, low fruit kind of keywords, then yeah, you should probably investigate a bit further.
Yeah, I'd just stick it into Search Console and see if there's any manual actions and get those links disavowed. And it could just be a case of a good couple of good quality backlinks from like a help a reporter outreach or something like that, and that could just bump it up.
Speaking of Harrow or help a reporter out, is that something that you do?
I do try and do some of it, yeah. They tend to be pretty safe, like starter backlinks. It depends on the niche, on how easy it is to get those kind of links, to be fair. The 2 sites that I'm working on now, I very rarely see any demand for sources for those kind of content.
Yeah, I guess it does depend on the niche. Some are going to lend themselves a lot more to that than others. So help a reporter out, for those that don't know, is you basically sign up for this service. It's free on a mailing list kind of thing. And then they email you stuff that reporters are looking for to include in whatever it is they're writing about it. They might be putting an article or a press release or something together, and they want someone to make a comment or provide some information on whatever it is. And obviously you can then say, I've got some information, I'll send you some stuff, and if they use it, then they'll link to you, and then that article would appear in newspapers and news websites, and it can be a really good link. But of course, yes, reporters are looking for certain topics, and if your niche doesn't fall under that, it can be difficult. Andrew asks, have you tried schema markup? What are your thoughts on helping Google understand the content?
I've done some in the past. I've always avoided doing too much schema in case I just go the opposite way and I just make things difficult for myself. So yeah, I tend to just leave Google to its own devices to actually work that stuff out. It should, it's pretty smart knowing that stuff. So I don't tend to do too much other than whatever the SEO plugin is that I'm using.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, Rank Math and other SEO plugins will add basic schema so you can, tell Google that this is a recipe or it's an article or a blog post. I don't know. I've not played around with it too much. Some people swear by it. I don't think you need to worry about it too much. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to really make. Smog on the Time again. How many posts do you think it really takes to rank on Google? Can a high quality site with 20 to 30 pages outrank a 200 to 300 lower quality site which covers the topic more broadly? Obviously, a 300 page high quality site would be better. Possibly. You've got to really, I think, look at it as articles tend to rank. Google sees each page as a page on its own merit, as it were, on its own topic and subject. So if you have a site with 20 or 30 pages on topics that aren't particularly well served on Google, so they might be quite niche, they're quite long tail keywords, not many other people have written about, then there's a good chance that those articles will rank. Having a bigger site in theory will attract more links, so therefore will have a higher authority. But with the right keyword research and writing about the right topics and providing good quality answers, there's no reason why a small site can't outrank a larger site if that larger site isn't answering the query as well as you are. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. There was a Google update a few years ago where it seemed that the biggest sites were actually hit because there was a phase where everyone was told, write as much content as possible, have 500 pieces of content on your site. It doesn't matter what that content is about, just write it. And then it came to the point of this update, and all of that content was kind of irrelevant, and it was just thin, poor quality content.
Yeah.
And those kind of sites would easily get outranked by a 30, 40 page site without any major problems. I think as long as every single page on your site has a reason to be there and has a function of targeting a specific set of keywords, then you're fine. One of my old food sites that I had a food blog that only had 30, maybe 40 pieces of content on it. And that had a domain rating of, I think it was 1. And that was beating sites that had a domain rating of 50, 60 for that one piece of content. And that's just because it answered everything they needed to answer.
There you go. So good quality can outrank bigger sites with not as good quality content. It makes sense, really. So focus on the quality rather than the quantity, as with most things. From Mersic, how can we do affiliate marketing on social media? Any tips, best practices, success stories? Do you know of any of your affiliates that just work the social media rather than maybe having websites and getting traffic through organic search?
The majority of our affiliates are SEO organic affiliates. We have a few good successful affiliates that do YouTube, focusing on outsourcing videos and targeting it that way. With social, it's always a bit trickier because it's going to depend on the product, because typically with health and fitness, you have to, the customer basically has to see that product 7-8 times before they're actually invested into buying it. So the actual buying cycle is a lot longer. So with social, you kind of have to try and capture that traffic at the end of the buying cycle when they're ready to purchase. But the problem is the majority of social traffic is at the start of that buying cycle when they're actually just getting interested in that kind of fitness.
Yeah,
niche.
They're not ready to buy yet though.
Yeah, exactly. And you kind of, with the social stuff, it depends on the kind of social stuff. So if it's like Facebook ads, then that's very different to, say, Instagram, where you're trying to become more of an influencer. And then it's more about building that following rather than actually trying to sell a product, because you have to build that trust.
Yeah, I think it's very, very difficult to make affiliate sales via social media. As you say, if you get to a point where you've got a big following, maybe you're a fitness kind of guy and you're working out at a gym and you're showing off pictures of working out and muscles and all that kind of stuff and what a fantastic physique you have, great, and a lot of people follow you, then you might be able to mention occasionally the odd products that you use. But again, it would be similar to what we were talking about earlier with the digital products. It would be showing people that it's a product that you use and that you think is really good and it's benefited you in some way.
Yeah, I also think that there's...
Go on.
So I also think that the social side, like Instagram, has kind of come under fire a lot with product promotions, with celebrities endorsing products. So I think it's a little bit more... people don't like it as much. So it's a bit more obvious when people are trying to promote offers on social.
Yeah. It's going to be a real long burn. You can't just set up a social media profile and immediately start promoting products. That's not going to work. With regards ads and stuff, I mean, they might work, but again, you're going to be just blasting stuff at people that may or may not be interested. I mean, so you target people that are into fitness with your new whatever fitness thing it is. You're just basically shouting at them, look at this product, which is kind of old-fashioned advertising, a bit like TV, radio, and billboards, where you're interrupting people to try and put a product in front of them. Whereas with organic search, with YouTube as well, especially if people are searching for help on a particular thing and you're able to give them a video that helps them, that's going to work a lot better because people are actually looking for something and you're able to then deliver whatever it is they're looking for, which is why organic search works so well, which is why Google AdWords works so well on search, because you're able to show an advert to someone that's actually looking for a product or information at that particular time. The one situation where Facebook ads may be beneficial is if you wanted to remarket to people that have visited your site, but then I would probably only use the ads to try and get them to return to your site or opt into an email list or something like that. But social media definitely is not an easy place to get sales, and you're often having to end up paying, especially on Facebook and places like that, if you want to reach your own audience, people that like your page. You're not going to naturally reach them just by posting stuff. Phil puts a link up there to do a domain history check, so if you're looking at registering or buying a domain, you should definitely check that. As an affiliate manager, what amount of sales, this is from Mint, would you expect to see from 1,000 clicks? That's a big question. That's going to depend on lots of things.
Yeah, it's going to depend on the niche and the traffic. You would expect 1,000 clicks go into like a best XYZ piece of content. You could make a sale we've seen it in 1 in 5 clicks, 1 in 10 clicks. Product review would be good as well. That would be, again, 1 in 5, 1 in 10, depending on the traffic. If it's coming from more of a generic piece of content or a more informational piece of content, then it will be naturally a lot lower. It just really depends on the offer. And
obviously you're sending it to, we've already mentioned that Amazon have a much higher conversion rate than other places. So interesting. I'm just having a look at my Amazon affiliate. Let me have a look across all my tracking IDs. Yeah, so I'm averaging a conversion rate with Amazon of around 12%. So for 1,000 clicks through to Amazon from my site, I would expect 120 orders. And that's high conversion rate. That's really high, but that's because it's Amazon, and Amazon have been working on conversion rate for a long time, and people can buy stuff just with 1 click and all that kind of stuff. But whereas if you sent someone to a landing page about some male enhancement pill or something from a company that they're not familiar with a landing page that maybe doesn't look great, the conversion rate is going to be a lot lower. So it depends. Fantastic question from Darko. What is the best niche at the moment in the USA?
It's a tricky one. There's so many.
Darko. Let's just stop there. There is no best niche in the moment. If there was some best niche, then we would all just be on the best niche, making tons of money, sitting on yachts, sipping pina coladas. There is no best niche. There is a niche that may be best for you, because there might be something that you're into or that you know about or that you're happy to show people on YouTube. I don't know. But friend, I'm afraid you need to find your best niche, and that probably involves sitting down, having to think, and then just starting some sites in various niches and seeing which one works for you. Have you got anything to add on what is the best niche?
No, I mean, I think it's just, doing your research, seeing, seasonal trends, things like that. The kind of, I think, again, the kind of experience and budget that you've got. You mentioned, obviously, recommendation niches for beginners. With that, it's going to be something that, like you say, you've got an interest in, because you need to keep that motivation. And beginners tend not to have the budget to outsource content on niches that they're not, massively interested in.
So that's a great tip there. For a beginner, you need to find a niche that is something you're into, something that you're going to be happy to create content about, that's not going to bore you to tears. Probably start with something that you can promote on Amazon, as that's going to be easy, or maybe a digital product. I started really with digital products because I started making videos and tutorials about WordPress, and then there was naturally digital products, themes and plugins and hosting and domain names that I could talk about within my content. But generally you want to start thinking about content that you can create, that you can help people, and that you can, assist them with their buying process, as it were, by answering their questions and helping them out. Good luck, Darko. I'm afraid there is no magic bullet. There is no one bit of information that says, just do this niche, write this content, millionaire. It just doesn't work like that. You're going to have to find out stuff for yourself by trying, by learning, and trying some more stuff, by failing, rethinking, recalibrating, starting again. That's how the whole process works. I think you're looking for a golden bullet kind of answer. Silver bullet. Is it, what colour is the bullet? I don't know.
Silver bullet.
Silver. I thought that was for werewolves.
It is. Maybe it's both.
24K has just subscribed to Affiliate Marketing Ninjas. You'll find a link to the channel, Master's channel, in the description. Like the vid indeed, Zach, because we are on 33 likes. We need another few more, 15 more. Come on, then we'll get a bit of funky going. And I need to do it in the next 5 minutes because it's the school run. So I've got to go do that. Hola, Vince. ¿Qué tal? Chris, we've just talked about internal linking, but we talk about it again. How would you advise using internal linking? Doesn't it matter as long as it brings value, or would you only link within the same categories? You're talking about kind of siloing there, where people were very strict about only linking within certain categories to make sure that that was, highly relevant. But I don't personally do that. What are your thoughts?
I think that like internal linking and the silo thing does work, but I wouldn't not link to a different category if the piece of content is relevant. So, if you've got, say, a hamster article that's got all this articles linking to this hamster page from other content, and then on that piece of content you mention how you can also feed guinea pigs this, then I would link to the guinea pigs page. It might be a completely different category in silo, but it is related to that piece of content that you've written. So I think as long as it's related, then there's no harm in internal linking.
No, just link to relevant things. Just link to relevant things, and it all will be fine. The Affiliate School, good to see you. Any concerns around tracking clicks as data privacy or privacy becomes more of a thing? We actually spoke about this yesterday on the niche lifestyle show. I can't remember the name of the own show. That is my one concern, but I think that the big companies that have a vested interest in tracking people, like Google, Facebook, and those, there will be a way around it. I know Apple is particularly keen on privacy now, and there is possibly an issue with cookies going away. But there's so much money in affiliate marketing right now that we're not just going to let that disappear. Have you got any solutions at your end around this?
I think that for affiliate networks to be on the affiliate network side, for them to be successful, they have to become less reliant on cookies for tracking sales. So, for example, at More Niche, we track sessions, we track IPs, we track referrals, we track clicks and cookies. So we've got so many different tracking methods. Okay. So that, if cookies were a thing of the past, which I don't think they will be, but if they become a thing of the past, then there are other ways of tracking activity and clicks and whatnot.
So affiliate marketing is here to stay. They can track that sale somehow, even if it's not with a cookie. I think the cookies have got a bad press, and I'm going to blame the EU on this because they brought out the stupid cookie thing, notice, got everyone thinking about cookies, made the average user completely confused because all these websites kept asking them about cookies and stuff where they didn't even know what a cookie was or why they needed one or what they were. And they were kind of portrayed as a bit of an evil thing. The cookie was a bad thing, and it was putting your privacy at risk. But of course they're not really. They're quite a useful thing around the web, and that's why we have them. Maybe some people were just doing some bad things with them, but I don't know.
I think the whole issue of privacy has got nothing to do with cookies. I can walk past Aldi and 10 minutes later I'll get a text message on my phone saying, "We know you were recently near our store. Did you find what you were looking for?" And I have not clicked anything. That's obviously just based on my geographical location. I think there's more issues with privacy than cookies, to be honest.
For sure. Good tip there. Mint, adding a relevant sentence into post that is similar to the title of the link post works very well. Well, you can't sell a skateboard to an old lady. I guess you can't, Mersic, unless that old lady is into skateboarding. then you might be able to. Yeah, or maybe the old lady buys one for her son or grandson. It can be done.
Might be an interesting sub niche.
Might be.
The
Right.
60s skateboarders.
Yeah. It's nearly time to wrap up. Are you going to hang around for the giveaway? Thank you very much, by the way, Martin, for coming on. Let's call it a day there. We've had some great questions coming in. Do go and check out Martin's channel. It's in the description. It is in the description, isn't it? Let me just check that. Sure, I added it earlier. I did. So that's perfect. John has received his mug. Fantastic. Are you drinking some beverage out of it, or maybe a beer, whiskey? I don't know. You can use it for any liquid at all, and possibly some semi-solid substances like soup. Andrew says he's been blocking third-party cookies for years, and he still sees plenty of retargeting ads, so they're still tracking you somehow. Yep, people have become too worked up with cookies, says Tosh. Yep, tracker will probably be browser thumbprinting. That sounds painful. Right, we've got, how many likes have we got? We've got 38. Can we not squeeze a couple more likes because it's time for the giveaway? We're going to transition and do it. So if you want to win some WP Eagle merch, maybe something like the t-shirt I'm wearing right now, say something in the chat. So we're going to do it in 30 seconds. Okay. Let me see if we can get Martin back up here with me. Hey, there he is. Perfecto. Es perfecto. There we go. The Spanish is getting there. That means it's perfect. Right, let's go. Say something in the chat. There is 38 participants right now, so it gives you a pretty good chance of winning, I say. Let's get the wheel of names. Gordon! You're alive! I misquoted the film now, I think. Who am I thinking of? The big guy with the loud voice from the film. What's he called now? From Flash Gordon. Have you seen Flash Gordon?
Probably many years ago.
Yeah. Brian Blessed, that's who I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus, you did say something. Don't do drum roll, whatever you do. Thank you, Electronic Earnings. Good tip. Although I have just done another Ecamm update, I wonder if they fixed the drum nail bug. The drum nail bug? Drum roll bug. Right. You're all here. You ready? I'm not doing a drum roll, it's fine. Let's go. Oh, the suspense. Brian Blessed, thank you, everyone. Kevin, hello. It's going to be our brand new affiliate friend, I think. Darko! Congratulations, Darko. There's nothing better than putting a affiliate marketing website together whilst wearing some WP Eagle merch. So head over to wpeagle.com, click on the merch tab, choose something from there, and then drop me an email to eagle@wpeagle.com with your address and the size if it's some clothing. Obviously, if it's a mug, then they're all the same size, so I don't need to know a size. But go choose something. I highly recommend the embroidered gold Eagle tee. That's what it's called. But anyway, it's time to say goodbye. Martin, thank you very much for coming on. Let me just see if I can just do this and... Oh, I've lost him. Hang on. There you go. Thank you very much for coming on. I'm going to wish you farewell. And
thank you very much.
Just hang in the green room for 2 seconds. Alrighty? And I'll be with you in a minute. But yeah, thank you. Let's all say goodbye to Martin. Have a good day. Thank you for answering all the questions. And then I'm going to just transition over here. Hey, you're still there.
I am.
Hang on. Get out. Martin, you can't get rid of him. Did you enjoy that? Next week we'll be back to, just hanging out, listening to Lofi and doing some work. We've got lots of stuff to do on Knowledgeable Mind, haven't we? So we're doing some of that stuff. Other than that, bad timing, Kevin. Yeah, you missed out on the merch. Kevin, I'm more than happy to send you some merch if you wear it in your videos. Just drop me an email, we'll sort you out. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Mersic. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Darko. Darko, remember, send me an email and we'll get you some merch sent out. Sue, thank you for spending some time and thank you for all the work this week you've done. Steffi, see you around. Robin, see you later. Zach, see you later. Electronic Earnings, goodbye. Bill and Tosh and Affiliate School and Chris. Smog on the Tyne and Phil and Procedural Games. All of you, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back again next week on Tuesday. I don't know if there's be any more videos from me. Maybe one tomorrow. We'll see how it all pans out. If not, I'll be back on Monday. Till then, good luck with your sites. Have a good day. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the weather wherever you are. It's still raining here, but hey. The sun will return. If you've got the sun right now, well, can we have it back here in Spain? We're kind of missing it. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How much longer have we got on the music? It sounds like it's coming to the end. Is it coming to the end? Steve, you're a little bit late. We're off. There we go. It's the end of the music.